Welcome back to Honest Muscle, but this time it's the Honest Kitchen. So if you've seen our video already, we went to the shop, we went to get some soy mince, but we had a bit of a problem when we were about the video, so we had to get some different mince from farm foods.
Basically my video stopped working when I was recording, so we're doing it again with Dave.
Well, it's from Farm Foods. It doesn't actually say Farm Foods, but it is from Farm Foods. It's got quite a bit of protein in, 18 grams per 100. That's all you need to know. Plus, more protein from the green vegetables.
So basically we tried videoing my set. Tried videoing my prep, but then God knows what happened. My phone messed up.
Yeah.
So now we're back on the camera and we're doing it properly.
Right, and now I'm going to show you what the ingredients we're going to use to make the curry. We're going to use tomatoes. We're not going to use. A lot of people like to use chopped tomatoes in the cans, but it has a lot of salt in there, so we're going to use just the actual vegetable itself, blend it into the blender, and then once we do that, we'll start getting on with the chopping up the onions, and then we'll obviously get to that when we get to that. Oh yeah, and here's the Indian spices we're going to use. We'll use chili powder, turmeric, coriander powder, and garam masala, I think it is.
You're not using coriander powder?
Yes, this is coriander powder.
You said that was cumin.
No, I didn't. One of them.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, one of them's
right.
cumin powder. One of these, so I can't remember. You have to smell it.
I was just going to say, how can you tell by look?
Yeah, you have to smell it. Otherwise, you won't be able to tell. I'll smell it in a minute. I'll do it in front of the camera. So.
Yeah, good Italian.
Yeah. Anyway, cut out. Okay. First off, we're gonna chop the tomato. We're gonna chop the tomatoes into small pieces, and then we're gonna put it into the blender.
Sorry, I've interrupted you, but
It's alright.
What?
you could open the thing with the light on.
Oh yeah.
Pull it out.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, we're going to chop up the tomatoes into small pieces, put it into the blender, because I can't just put a whole bunch in there, it's not big enough, so, you know.
Just depends what blender you've got. If you've got a blender that can do it, you can crack on.
Yeah, these are actually quite chunky tomatoes as well, so let's cut into quite chunky pieces. So, yeah, we'll obviously speed this up anyway, because I'm quite slow at chopping, you know.
Doesn't matter. That was a lot of tomatoes. Are you going to blend all that? You just have to do it pulse, I suppose.
It's going to be a bit annoying. So we're good. And you can stop now.
That's how Salonius blends anyway.
Oh yeah, make sure you have some kettle water boiled as well,
Just ready.
When it's like, if it gets too dry, you don't want it to get burnt. You can cook into.
It's good to have. Basically, it's good to have your kettle water to hand, isn't it? Beforehand.
Yeah.
What I always do is end up forgetting.
I should have done this first really, but I didn't do right.
End up forgetting otherwise, don't you? And then suddenly you're like, oh, I need some hot water, and your food's burning when it's boiling.
Sometimes the puree itself in there is not enough. Yeah. Next we're gonna chop up the onion now, and then you're gonna witness me crying. My eyes are just going in pain. You know. Here we go. Joe has glasses to cover his eyes, I don't read this,
Doesn't work though.
Goggles.
They actually don't work.
Then you'll be fine.
Does not work like goggles.
I
wish it did.
We need to have goggles.
I wish my glasses were like goggles.
Freaking hell, he's bad. It just makes me feel like crying.
So,
we can put the remainder
make sure
of these.
you've got a big curry pot, because you gotta cook a lot.
Indeed. Oh, you know, you don't want to get overfilling, you know.
So the end goal is to have obviously crap loads of curry and then split it out throughout your tubs for the week. So we'll end up having about 10 tubs because we usually eat twice a day. Well, say we eat twice a day, we eat our meals twice a day.
Well, we have 2 actual meals a day, and then we have
Shakes in
a
between.
shake in the morning, and then we have another shake in the evening. To make sure we get all the macronutrients we need.
And he's crying as well.
Yeah, I don't want me to see that. I was crying a lot just before that take. Anyway, I know this isn't really the healthiest thing of all things, but somehow it was. That makes the food taste nice, and I'm not on the diet anyway. Joe's the one who's doing this deficit diet right now anyway. So we're going to put some in. We have to put quite a bit in though because it's going to be 5 days worth. So make sure you put, if you're going to do 5 days worth, always make sure you do.
Even if you're cutting and use sunflower oil, it's probably not making that much difference as long as you're tracking everything else and don't go too crazy on the oil.
That should be enough, I think. Maybe.
And considering that's a week's worth of oil, that's actually not that bad. So it looks bad, but it's not.
Yeah, obviously that's not for one day, so it's not going to look as bad as you think it looks. So.
Not eating all of that in one day.
Yeah. What I like to do is before I put the onions in there, I like to make sure it's obviously like rattling a lot first, and then I put the onions, and then it cooks quicker.
Sizzling.
Yeah, that's how I do. I don't know if Joe does it that way, but
yeah, we should wait for the oil to get hot.
yeah.
You know what that rattling, sizzling noise is where there's water in there before.
Yeah.
So really, if your pan's dry, you won't hear that.
Yeah, we shouldn't have had any water in there. It's because we literally just washed it out. Our parents' food in there. So that can be asked to
Makes no
dry
odds,
it.
yeah. Not exactly going to mess up your food.
Yeah, that's going to be fine.
So technically, from what you said, that's ready to go in now, isn't it?
Yeah. Just turn it down a little
Stand
bit
back,
now.
that splash.
Yeah, make sure you got protection. Don't cook this with your top off, basically, if you're a guy.
Yeah, stinging up belly.
Because I know a lot of people do like to do that.
Me yourself.
Like me, yeah. And you.
Yeah. That wasn't too bad really, this splish splash.
Yeah, it was actually okay, that's fine. Mix it all together. Flavour a bit more. Just find the right spot for the flame. You don't want it to be too hot at the same time as well.
Don't put it on full,
Slightly
basically,
burn.
put it on medium
You don't
heat.
want the onions to burn up.
Between medium and highest, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you put it on medium, it's probably going to take forever, but if you put it on highest, it burns bloody quick.
Yeah, you think, oh, because the top layer is the thing that doesn't look like it's cooking, but when you like rinse it, spin it around, it's like crap, it's got black crap at the bottom already. You don't want that either. Or too dark brown.
How do you do with your spices? Do you add them individually or do you put them in a bowl?
I do it individually myself. I just put
So you got the tubs there,
5
so
teaspoons. I'll show you how I do the teaspoons in a minute when it's cooked a bit. But I do like 5 teaspoons of each. That's what I do. It usually tastes good. We'll do that.
should we cut? Cut.
Yep.
Anything you want to say?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go get the frozen garlic and ginger because that's what I'll be putting in there just before I put the spices in. This is actually a garlic that fell out just now.
So what frozen stuff do you use? That's the brand.
Yeah, oh crap, it just fell out.
Cool,
I'm very good
cool,
demonstration right now. I'm going to Taj. You can get this from Asda, I think, can't you?
Yeah, you can get it.
Keep dropping it. Right, we're going to use.
We're going to use it anyway.
Right, so there'll be 2 garlics, 2 gingers.
So yeah, those frozen ones are easy to get. You get them from a lot of supermarkets, at least in the UK.
The Sainsbury's don't do it for some reason.
I know Morrison's does it as well, so it is quite widely available. Start
Make sure you stir it every now and then as well, without letting it go. Oh. Alright. And you can cut it off again if you want.
So,
Right now, it's cooked a little bit now. It's not. I would like it. It is still brown, a bit now golden.
you already chucked some blocks
So
of
I've already
something in
started putting some in, so I'm gonna put the rest of it in now.
there. What is that?
It's frozen garlic cubes and there's two each, so 2 garlic and 2 ginger. So it makes it.
Just
Right, now that garlic and ginger's melted into the onions, as you can see, we're going to put the spices in next.
it smells good already. Like fried onion smells good anyway, and now you put like ginger and stuff in.
Right, we're going to put. I'm going to show you how big the teaspoons I usually do it with. I'm not going to use a whole spoon, but I'm going to show you how I do it like that. I get like, do 5 of these basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same for the turmeric.
This is garum.
Coriander powder, so that's cumin powder.
Okay.
Cumin powder. However you want to say
This
it.
is coriander powder.
This makes it also taste even better. So I'm gonna put quite a bit of this in. I just put about 3 or 4. I lost count. Put one more in.
So it doesn't matter too much. You can get away with coriander not being exact.
Yeah.
It's not too
I
strong
don't
of
I might not
flavour.
even need to put that cumin powder in. This is coriander powder, not cumin powder. So just in case anyone's still getting confused, I might not even put the.
It's alright. I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, we might not even put the cumin powder in, so it might still taste good without it. Let's see now. I'm going to mix it together now first, and then once we do that, put the veggie mince in next.
So basically, sauteing the onions and spices first.
Yeah.
Sprinkling it about. Already smells decent.
I think now we can put it in now.
So how much is in a bag? 454 grams.
454, but let's just say 500 really.
4 to 500, whatever.
If you want to be that anal about every tiny gram, you know.
Yeah. So we basically put about a kilo. This is the main protein source. Well, there's 2 main protein sources. There's this, and then there's edamame beans, as we mentioned earlier,
Yeah,
or soybeans,
get to
whatever.
that soon, you know. That's what comes on the floor. Yeah, so try and make sure you do it as quick as you can though when you do this part, because you don't want it to stick into the sides. And that's why I spilled a bit on the floor as well. I'm trying to
Don't
be
worry
quick
about
about
it. Clean it after.
I'm just trying not to get burnt out. See the bits of stuff in there, but who cares right now? Let's just get it mixed up. And once I stir this up a bit, I will put the tomato in.
Yeah, so basically once the flavours all pretty much covered the mince, then you insert your tomatoes in, yeah?
Yeah.
So next we're adding in the tomatoes.
Tomatoes in there now. I think there's more than I thought I was going to be in there now. I think it's because I usually buy smaller tomatoes, really these ones were extra big. And,
So it doesn't matter. It won't destroy it, that's for sure.
Yeah. What will destroy it if it's too less? And then it burns the sides, now you marinate that shit together.
And we've also got our water ready to go as well. Not that we're going to need too much of
We don't
it.
need loads of it. It's just to make it like more like a curry sort of thing, really, the water is. But it's just to like
Makes
get
your food
flavour
more
and
wet.
stuff. Yeah. That's right. literally you have to try and make sure you get all parts still, because it still can burn even when it's like marinated as well, unfortunately.
Sorry to interrupt you, but it's better to keep your food a little bit more wet, because when you obviously you freeze it, and then when you defrost it, if it's got a little bit of water in it, it makes your rice and stuff taste better, like the flavour spreads around. Whereas if it's completely dry, it'll defrost, and then like the flavour's stuck to the mince, and it's hard to make it go all over your rice, and your rice just tastes like plain.
Yeah. Frozen's one bit in there is, I don't really count how much weigh the amount of broccoli I put in there, but I'll show you how much it is per 100. It's like 3.3 grams per 100. I think you can pretty much get 100 quite easily, so weigh quite a bit of these broccoli as well.
Adds a little bit of carb.
And this is where the next main bit of protein comes from, edamame beans.
Which is also soybeans.
Soybeans, in other words, yeah. So it's 12.1 per 100, so times that by 5. If you use the whole packet, it's 500 grams. Bunk it all in there. And these are just extra bits to add on to it, really. Add mixed vegetables.
Just for flavour and get your
mixed vegetables.
get your health points.
What?
It gets your health points up.
Get your health points up with all kinds of vitamins in the mixed vegetables.
Gives you level ups.
Yeah. Get your spinach in, which also has quite a bit of protein in. I think, does it say per block on there? No, it doesn't. It just says per 100. Same amount of broccoli, 3.3 grams in here. And that's it. Now we're going to
stir that.
these in now.
Spin it around a little bit.
So we're going to add the edamame beans in first. Like the whole packet in. Oh, that's too much! Oh no!
It's too much protein.
Freaking nose is sniffling down as well.
You feel sound like you got a cold since you've been chopping up the onion.
Yeah, I probably have. So for a day's worth, I put 1 block, so
Yeah.
it's times it by 5,
Yeah.
I put 5 blocks in there. Yeah.
I forgot to put spinach in my prep yesterday.
Mixed vegetables, just to give it a little bit extra colour as well. Not just colour, but it's just more healthy on it. It's got peas, carrots, sweet corn, and raw beans.
So actually it would add quite a bit of protein.
So there's even more protein in there, but I can't be asked. Well, yeah, I can't be asked to shut that down.
No. But you can see how it's easy to get a vegan meal prep with super high protein.
Yeah.
This is literally like your go-to every day. That is a lot. You're going to struggle to stir that.
Put some water in as well, just to make it easier to stir. Quite a bit more in, just going to start.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, well, we'll probably cut it off anyway, wait for it to defrost a bit. Put the lid on it now, just wait for it to defrost. Give it about 5 minutes or so.
Gives it time to let the boil. Get the boil. Gives it time for the water to start boiling, doesn't it? Really, if you like leave it for a bit with the lid on. Because at the moment, what you've done is you've chucked loads of frozen stuff in, which has brought the temperature down.
If you want to be smarter than me, you can like weigh out all your vegetables, wait for it to defrost, and then you can put it in there. You won't have this problem.
That's called being prepared, literally. Be prepared to do a prep. Yeah, forget that. How long's it been?
I don't think it's completely defrosted, but I'll mix it.
It's not even started boiling yet.
Yeah.
That's because you didn't put the flame up.
Ah, damn it. No,
What a nightmare.
it's okay, it doesn't matter. It's better to like take your time than freaking rush it and make it taste shit or make it burn like shit. But now we've mixed up a bit now anyway. That's what matters, that's what I wanted. Okay. Oh, I also forgot one more thing, is put some salt in there as well, that'll make it nice. Obviously don't put too much salt, because having too much salt is not actually healthy. But
Salty McNulty.
it makes it taste fucking good,
It might look bad, but it's a week's worth, so it's not.
Yeah,
Really.
you have to think. As they say in Supernatural, get the salt!
Mmm.
You know, if a ghost comes to kill you, just feed the ghost some curry.
For the demons.
So if you feed the ghost some curry, they'll start choking on the salt.
Mmm.
So demons don't like salt as well, Feed
Go
Alistair.
from Spartacus to Supernatural.
Yeah.
Slowness is from Spartacus.
Good Salonius.
You're Salonius as well. So try to change your character, Sloan.
I think you're jealous of Salonius actually. Batiatas always was jealous of them.
Ah, Saloon.
But yeah. Got mad at Salonia's slave for trying to kill him, I think. Was it Salonia's slave? Right, yeah. Okay, I think that's that. I've got coriander here, as I don't know if I said already. So I'm going to chop some of this up, and then when it's like all defrosted, all mixed up nicely, we'll add this on top, and it gives it a bit more flavour as well.
Finishing touch and that.
If you put it in now, it doesn't, you won't be able to taste it very well. So you have to do it the last one.
You basically don't want to cook it, innit?
Yeah, it's not really supposed to be cooked too much. Yeah. So we're going to chop this up, a massive bunch, and then we chop it when it's ready, defrosted fully. Put this on top and mix it up, and then that's it. And then we can serve the tubs. Now, all we have to do is wait for this to defrost completely still, I think.
How's your spinach looking? That's what I always end up thinking, it takes ages.
Yeah, the longest thing to defrost is the broccoli and the spinach, really, otherwise it's just fine.
But the spinach is extra long, like ready served cube servings that they come in.
Yeah. That's right, Batiatas.
Batiatas!
Batiatas has just come back from work, so that's why he's wearing a shirt right now. But he looks like he's going to party, that's the kind of shirt he's wearing right now. As I got my vegan top on, if you haven't noticed already. Bull saying, don't touch my leather.
Ugh.
Let me just taste it myself, so that's really been handy right now, so I can't smell it. Get a spoon, there's a spoon right there. Get a spoon. Always taste test your food when you're cooking, otherwise you might not taste test it at all, and then when you start thinking, oh, it's all done now, I'm gonna eat it. You taste it like, ugh, it tastes like shit, you know. So you
and then you've got shit food to eat for the week.
Exactly, it's for the whole week as well. You know, that's why you have to make sure you do it quite well and do it with a bit of passion. And you say sort of Batiatas, Solonias.
Wish I could agree, but I never put that much effort into mine because I'm lazy.
Well, that's actually good. I think we've done something different this time. I don't know what I did different. I thought I used to do this all the time.
Like David, you think, wow.
When I tasted it, I was like, that's the only noise you do when you're doing your business with your partner, you know.
That's what Salonius does.
Yeah, Salonius does that. No, actually, no, Batiatas. You remember when you actually watch a TV show, Batiatas always takes a mick out of him because he's not married to a woman. Do you remember that?
Mm.
Says, no wonder you've got a woman.
There's no one you don't have a woman.
Yeah, something like that. Because he's fucking cat, basically. Okay, now we're done. That's it. Sorted. Now we have to get Batiatas with Batiatas to do a taste test in front of the camera. So I'll hold on to the camera now.
You know this.
Okay. Alright, Batiatas, let's do the taste test.
It's cool my glasses. It's hot as hell.
Yeah. You should not have taken that much, really.
I'm hungry, that's why I did it.
Oh. Freaking dropping it as well. Is it different to yours at all, or what?
Yeah, it's only a little different, but it's amazing.
Good. That's all that matters, as long as the food's good.
I didn't mean to splash curry all over my glasses, but I did.
Alright.
So, fun time to serve it up.
Let's get serving.
Team in glasses.
We'll get back to
That actually is really good.
Let's get back to the serving now with the tubs.
You've got it.
Alright.
A big pot of curry.
Yes, if you really want to take your time, get a weighing scale and then you can put all of them there and then just weigh out individually.
But then you need, like, literally, it wouldn't work. Unless you
take
had
too
loads of
long,
weighing
yeah.
scales, or if you were putting it on the scale every time, no one wants to do that. I'm sitting down.
Right. And that's how you do it. And now all you gotta do is close them up.
Thought you were gonna fart or something then. You were,
Then
weren't you?
take it to your big freezer, store it there for the week. And when you want to eat them that following morning, leave it out to defrost for the whole day. And then when you come back from work or wherever you do, it should
Just
be
remember,
defrosted.
yeah, every day, if you haven't got any in the fridge, to take one out before you go to bed.
Definitely do that. Just basically before you go to bed every night, just leave one out. We'll put it in the fridge anyway. Yeah. And that's it. Anything else you think I missed out?
Depends if you want to see what the main point of the video is.
Yeah, I think you want to do it.
It's